In the beautiful city of Abuja, a man known for a unique virtue lived. He never told a lie. His name was Mamad, a humble but wealthy trader with affluent means, but a respectable reputation that spread throughout the city. Mamad's honesty was unwavering, a trait almost unheard of in a place where many dubious activities occurred. Despite temptations and tests, Mamad remained true to his words. It wasn't long before Chief Adewale, the influential and cunning minister of the FCT, heard of Mamad's rare honesty. Chief Adewale was a powerful man, known for manipulating situations to his advantage. He'd used his wealth to sway decisions, quietly guiding events to suit his ambitions. The story of Mamad intrigued the chief, who believed every man had a price, a breaking point. He decided to put Mamad's honesty to the test. "Bring this Mamad to my office," Chief Adewale ordered, his voice carrying the weight of command that even his most seasoned assistants respected. When Mamad arrived, he found the chief seated behind an ornate mahogany desk, surrounded by polished leather chairs and walls adorned with paintings of Abuja's vibrant life. The chief looked at Mamad thoughtfully. "So you're the man who never lies?" Mamad simply nodded, his eyes calm and unwavering. "I've heard stories of your honesty, and I wonder how you have managed to hold it up in a place like this city, where lies and bribery often opens the door to success," the chief said, his tone filled with a lot of doubt. Mamad replied humbly, "Honesty has been my biggest life principle, Chief. It's the compass that has guided me through all things and brought me a lot of success." Chief Adewale's eyes sparkled with intrigue. "A compass is only useful if it can withstand the storms, Mamad," he replied, a hint of challenge in his voice. The chief was determined to find Mamad's breaking point. After all, he believed no man could resist bending the truth when faced with enough pressure. So, he devised a plan, a game of deception aimed at pushing Mamad into a corner. The first test came within days. Chief Adewale, known for his elaborate social events, was hosting a grand celebration for one of the northern governor's visits. The evening was meant to be a pivotal moment to secure funding for a city development project that in truth would fill the chief's private coffers as much as it would benefit Abuja. The chief called for Mamad and gave him a peculiar task. "Mamad, you know I respect you a lot. You're the type of person I want in my entourage. I am thinking of an appointment to give you, but for now, I need you to do something small for me urgently. I want you to travel with my aide to the governor's office and inform him that I will be joining him for dinner at my private residence tomorrow. Tell him to bring his team. We'll discuss our city's future over a feast," Chief Adewale said, his voice carefully controlled. Mamad nodded and agreed. "Sure, Chief. Thank you for considering me. I will inform my wife to look after the business, and then I will be on my way." Despite his enthusiasm and excitement, Mamad sensed a faint note of mischief. He had strong instincts and trusted them. Mamad nodded and set off to deliver the message. However, when he arrived at the governor's office, he met the governor's secretary. He thoughtfully wrote a note in a letter and handed it to the secretary for the governor. In the note, he wrote, "Good afternoon, sir, the FCT minister. Chief Adewale asked me to convey the message that he might join you for dinner at his private residence tomorrow, but then again, he might not if he's unable to due to tight schedules. Perhaps you should bring your team, or perhaps it's better to hold off. As for whether he'll be able to join you, only he knows." The governor's secretary handed him the note. When the governor read the note, he was puzzled by the unusual phrasing, so he decided not to go after all. Meanwhile, Chief Adewale gathered his friends in a private lounge, laughing. "I've sent the city's honest man to deliver a lie. Soon everyone will see he's no different from the rest of us." But when he called the governor's office later, he discovered that the governor had no plans to attend the dinner, and his office had made other plans for him from his schedule. His plan had failed, leaving him extremely angry, but deep down in his mind, he was quite impressed. Chief Adewale was relentless. he refused to admit defeat. He created another more elaborate scheme, determined to break Mahmud's reputation. This time, he invited Mahmud to a high-profile fundraiser for the city's youth education program. The event was hosted at the fanciest hotel in Abuja, attended by wealthy patrons, and this served as the perfect stage for his trap. "Mahmud," the chief began in his most charming tone, "I want you to meet with Mr. Okoye, one of the city's biggest donors. Tell him about our vision to build a new school that will benefit thousands of children in the poorer districts." Mahmud nodded, appreciative of the opportunity to advocate for a good cause. But Chief Adewale wasn't finished. "Oh, and tell him we've already secured the land and started planning construction, even though, well, you and I know we're still working on securing the land rights." At this, Mahmud hesitated, but the Chief Adewale instantly looked away and went on to do other things. He had put Mahmud in a position where honesty would disrupt the evening's flow, potentially embarrassing the chief. During the event, Mahmud was confused. He was in a dilemma, unsure how to deliver the message without compromising himself or chief. He took a deep breath and approached Mr. Okoye. With the chief watching from across the room, Mahmud said carefully to Mr. Okoye, "Hello, sir. I am Mahmud, part of the FCT minister's team. Chief Adewale would like you to know about our vision for a new school. We hope to secure land soon, and the project could benefit thousands of children." The chief was very upset. Mahmud had once again found a way to remain honest despite what the chief wanted. The chief's plan to corner Mahmud had failed yet again. As Mahmud finished, Chief Adewale's frustration was barely contained. His voice cut across the room as he walked over. He yelled, "Mahmud, did you still say we haven't secured the land yet?" he asked, eyebrows raised in surprise. Mahmud looked down and said, "Chief, I can only speak to what is certain. I've been honest as always." The crowd murmured, sensing tension between the two men, but Mahmud remained calm. The chief, seeing attention was on them, quietly excused himself politely. Weeks passed, and Mahmud's reputation continued to grow, while whispers circulated about Chief Adewale's failed attempts to undermine him. Frustrated and increasingly desperate, the chief concocted a final, ruthless scheme. He summoned Mahmud once more, this time with a very bad intent. "Mahmud," he began, leaning forward, "I have something you have to do for me. There's been a theft at the city's treasury. I need you to investigate it, quietly, of course, and report back to me alone." Mahmud sensed something was amiss, but agreed to help. As he started his investigation, he soon realized that Chief Adewale himself was the orchestrator of the theft, embezzling city funds to finance his luxurious lifestyle. When Mahmud returned, the chief greeted him with a sly smile. "So, what did you find?" Mahmud looked at him. "I found the truth," the chief's smile faltered. And, Mahmud continued, his voice unwavering, "the truth shall be revealed to the people." Chief Adewale's face drained of color as Mahmud turned to leave, prepared to expose the chief's corruption. Desperate to silence him, the chief ordered his guards to detain Mahmud, spreading false rumors about Mahmud's supposed involvement in the theft. But the people of Abuja, who had come to know and admire Mahmud's honesty on social media, rose in his defense. They organized a peaceful protest, demanding his release and calling for justice against Chief Adewale. News of the protests spread, forcing the chief to release Mahmud under immense pressure. Undeterred, Mahmud continued his mission. Standing before the city's council, he laid bare the evidence of Chief Adewale's corruption, recounting the chief's manipulation and deceit. His testimony was powerful, driven by a lifetime of truth, and the city council had no choice but to act. Chief Adewale was removed from office, and his influence finally crumbled. In the aftermath, the people of Abuja celebrated Mahmud as a hero, a man who had not only lived by his principles, but had defended the truth even at great personal risk. The governor, inspired by Mahmud's courage, offered him a position in the council, a chance to bring his values to the heart of the city's leadership. Mahmud, however, declined. "I am simply a trader," he said with a gentle smile, "and that is enough for me." He returned to his modest life, enjoying life with his wife and kids, and teaching young minds the value of honesty and integrity. But his story lingered in the streets and alleys of Abuja, a testament to the power of truth in a world that had almost forgotten its worth. Thanks for watching this story. Comment your own experiences on honesty and share this video with friends and family. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It will help us grow the channel and deliver more beautiful stories your way. Till next time.